Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Mess Adventures with Mixed Media, and this is my desk. It's a mess. I know. I'm aware. I'm fully aware. I thought I would come and play with you guys for a little bit. Last thing I was doing was glue booking with Cheryl, so that's underneath here. Cheryl at the Whole Bucket is who I'm talking about. She does Zebra Talks, and we're also doing glue book. Your glue book can be related to the Zebra Talks, but doesn't have to be. You can just come the first Tuesday of each month and just play in the glue book with us. You can come in a little late if you don't want to hear about Zebra Talks. You can come on time and hear about Zebra Talks and what it is. And if you have a rare disease or chronic disease, we're there to support you, and the people in the chat are there to support you. So it's all good and fine. So yeah, that was that was my glue book this week, and I think our prompt was perspective, which is I got the people under the water and then got, yeah, just, you know, that was my take on perspective this week. And then we usually have like a goal. I kind of did my goal this time, but you know, I want to do more. So let's see, I'm working on another because I haven't finished the last one, so of course I had to start a new one, but another altered book using scraps, but I'm not really using scraps. I'm using like full page pieces that I made specifically for this book. Although some of them I had, but this is okay. I'm trying to have quite a bit of red in there because the cover is red. But I'm also using this, spreading this kit throughout the journal, which is called, I'll show it to you, and it's on sale right now. It's on sale for a limited time. Today's November 14th, 2025. But it is called Scottish Tartans, Rustic Plaid and Landscape Collage by Riley B. Graphics on Etsy, and I'll make sure I link her below. And I don't have all the pages anymore because I've used quite a bit of them. I need to reprint them and then I can use them some more. But, it's got some painty Scotland pictures and some different tartans or plaids, depending on where you're from, There's an example of, I think somebody made a card. Maybe she did. I don't know. Whoops. So yeah, there's some examples of how to use them. And so yeah, that is the listing. Scottish Tartans, Rustic Plaid and Landscape. So that's what I'm using in this journal. I may want to reprint it so I can use it in more places. And that's why I made the painty papers I made in the last video, because I wanted to have more stuff. So I've started covering pages in here with pieces I've had. And then where there's like this right here didn't sit right, so I'm making this a pocket tuck spot on this side. And where I have the seams showing in the middle, I'm usually making those pockets as well. In fact, these I can just go ahead and glue. You didn't have to be here for this. I could have done this ahead of time or whatever, but so this is just going to be a tuck spot. I think this glue might be almost out. Then I can refill it with one of my other glues. This is what I'm using here is my Sweet Petunia glue gun, and it is very handy for if you have hand problems. It's not painless. It does hurt a little bit, but it hurts less than trying to squeeze the bottle. And I think it only hurts a little bit more now because the glue bottle is getting fairly empty. So yeah, so but it definitely hurts less. And right now it has the Nuvo glue in it that came with the gun. So there's that. Just kind of holding this up and holding the glue down. I could also just paper clip it on there or whatever, just so that it stays. Could use a binder clip or a paper clip. Either one works, just to hold it while I'm doing other stuff. So this is what I'm working on. Because when I'm upstairs watching TV, it's just kind of nice to, this one flips out for writing. It's nice to just have some things to just collage. I like to collage upstairs when I'm watching TV. So there's that. That's why a lot of this gets done without you. I may need to trim this down because it's kind of getting folded up there, but All right, so yep. All right, so this is another one where I've done pockets. And I am noticing I'm starting to get, I had left some pages in the center of the, of some of the signatures in order to use them as like double pockets and whatnot. And this is starting to get thick. So I'm going to go through and take out pages that are in the middle of the signatures that I haven't made into pockets yet, because this is starting to get thick. Now, I'll glue that in a minute. All right. Let's see. So that one. All right. This is going to be like a long pocket. See, I just don't like the look of that necessarily. So I've got just different pockets, and somebody could write on the front of this if they wanted to. There we go. And then just kind of fold it up like this, or when Gail does it, she usually closes the top of the book just so that it stays folded well and correctly and not coming apart or whatever. There's a binder clip. Just hold that on there. All right, now the reason all these pages are in here is just so I could see, how thick it was going to get when I started putting things in. Trying to do. I say I'd left the middle section in about every other. So I had taken out, I took out 2 pages and then 3 and then 2 and then 3. So it would be better if I could take them out. But I don't want to take out ones that already have stuff on. So I'm going to go, so that means the next one before it will already be out. So like I took out, oh no, this one's not. Okay. So I'll take out this middle one. So any of these middle ones that don't have a, anything glued on them, I'll take out because I just need to take out more pages. And then, oh, what happened here? And then this next, the one that's beside it is the one that's glued. And so I will make a pocket here somehow so that covers these loose strings here. And if I was worried about the strings, I could put washi tape on them, but you don't really need to because these outside pages of each signature are like glued in. So they're not going anywhere. What's this? Yeah, these ones are glued in, I think. Are these glued in? Well, I'm tearing the page now. Yeah, those are glued in. I might have to take some out that are glued in just because I've got too many pages in here. So, yep, that's all I'm doing. And I'll do that with the rest of the book real quick. But just the middle pages. It's probably best if you just take out all the middle pages and just leave the glued ones. I thought that I could leave extra pages in because I took out a lot of pages. But when you start gluing stuff down and then you want to add stuff in the pockets as well, you just end up with a lot of thickness. So I'm going to do that real quick and then I'll be right back. All right, so I think I'll do a couple pockets with you and then maybe a couple journal cards, and I'll do enough on screen here to make a video. But most of it I will be doing upstairs. All right, so this is not a center. So some of these pages I might just put some tea dye paper, coffee dye paper on for writing. And that one, and so this could also be. So I'm kind of working all throughout the journal one so that I could disperse these pages throughout and not have them all chunked up at the beginning and then run out and I didn't want to have them duplicated throughout the whole journal, but I wanted them interspersed. Because this was the inspiration for the colors and everything. And that was decided after I picked the book. I picked the book first, and it had the red cover, and I was like, oh, I've got that digital that has the red in it with a lot of the tartan in there has red. So yeah, a lot of these pages that don't have the strings, I'm just going to save. All right, so this one has the strings. So I could either make it like a side pocket, top pocket, or I could do a double pocket. I've been doing a lot of double pockets. This last one was a full pocket. The one before that was straight. So I think I'll do this one as an angled pocket. And, I mean, it's going to be, I'm going to probably have to make a board to go. So, you know, if people want to write in this journal, because it's going to be bumpy from all the pockets. So which side I do it on really doesn't matter. It's just this here I want to do a pocket. And then there's this next one also has a thing. So what I could do is come here where there's 2 pages in the, so then I could just do kind of 2 corner pockets, which would be kind of fun because they can be facing each other. And if I could get them to come down to the same thing, that'd be great. All right, so I'm folding them in that way just so that I can see what I'm doing, and then folding it the other way. And I will probably also cut some of that off. I could find, that might work. All right. No, it didn't line up perfectly. That's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're letting go of perfection, but what I will try to do is line it up the best I can to the one that's folded on that side. It doesn't have to be perfect. Perfect is not attainable, so don't beat yourself up about that. And then I will cut these off, just take out some of the bulk and glue that down because it gives it a little bit of strength on the pockets, because this would be a pocket here and a pocket here. And then I'll just collage on them because that's part of the fun, is adding your colors and whatnot with the collage. Am I cutting it straight and perfect? No, I'm not. And it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. And then you just take your glue page and just, you do want it to be at least cut smooth enough so you're not going to get your tags and journal cards stuck in the pocket. You know, stuck when you're trying to go through the pocket or whatever. Whatever. It doesn't have to be, I just said it doesn't have to be perfect, so I'm not going to worry about it. It'll be good enough. There we go. Just glue that down. And now we can do the fun stuff, which is just mixing and matching our patterns and colors and whatnot. I could even use some of this drop paper. I did put papers on these just to protect them from anything that might be on my desk, because you never know when there might be something on my desk. Yeah, just, you could use these as glue pages. What did I end up taking out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 pages I took out in addition to what was already out. They could be bases for journal cards and stuff, because I'll be doing those collage most likely, but they're already close to the right size. I just have to cut them down a little bit. Let's see, what was the last, okay, we did have one of these here, so I don't have to have that here if I don't want to. I was thinking about using some of these browns, but I might not. Orange, no, I don't want the orange. All right. I've used this further back, so that would be good to use here. I do have a little piece of that if I want to. I've also got some, I think they were part of like the industrial pages from my porch prints, is where most of these things, that's where these kinds of things come from. And then I just print them 4 to a page. That's how I get them small. But I like to have those. There's another extra page of that. I haven't used this one yet. So this one, these reds, I wouldn't put on the same page. They can be in the same book, but not on the same page. You can't tell how much brighter this one is than this one. Some people have no problem with that. I have a problem with that. That's a me thing. That's a me issue. That's not not terrible. I don't want it to be Christmassy either, though. So let's see. What else do we have that has some red? This one I've already used back in the book, so it's got little bits of red here and there, and it also has some greenish, but it's not green, so it doesn't yell Christmas. There's another page from my parchment, and I don't remember who this one is from, but I've been using bits and pieces of this in the journal as well, because I just like the roses and the different things. Let's see. Let's stick that over there. Ooh, and then we also have this, which has got, could even do no red on this page. I mean, you don't have to do red. That is like a nice grungy green, and it's got some of the blue on it, and that's got some of the blue on it. And that is blue. I haven't used this one yet either. And these I've used further back. So I do like, if I've used this in the back, I would like it to be in the front or the middle, you know, somewhere else in the journal. I've used that in at least one place. Not that further back, I think. And we also have some brown and this. So you don't have to overthink it like I do, you know. I'm thinking some of this with some pops of red. And maybe a little bit of that. And not that one though. Not that one this time. This. Where's the other one I have? Oh, here. This. So maybe these pieces together would be good. Maybe that one, maybe not. We'll see. I don't need a ton of pieces. I've got the backing here to do and the front pockets. And I don't have to do a full page. I can do some collaging business. And I was using a different ruler upstairs, but I did not bring it down with me. So I will use my ruler from the Gold Bucket. She designed this herself, and she makes it on her son has a 3D printer, and so she's working on some tools that will be helpful for, you know, people with hand pain and whatnot. It's easier if you don't do it over the book, you know. Also, I'm not going to use this for a minute, so I'm going to put the cover on, because I'm pretty sure that little silicone thing it sticks into is only going to keep the glue from drying out for so long. Oh my gosh, my eyeballs. There we go. Whew. You know how it be. All right. Oh, I do have the ruler I was using upstairs. All right, I'm only going to keep using this ruler for continuity, but this is a good ruler because you can hold it like this and not have to hold it like this. So if you have hand pain issues, this is a really good ruler to get. You can email Cheryl at thebucket411@gmail.com, I think it is. But I'm just going to keep using this ruler just for continuity purposes. And I do like to have, I could even use book pages. I do like to have some neutrals in with my bright colors because that's just, it's just nice for the eyeballs, I guess. Oh, and I was doing some, well, in the pockets I won't, but in some other places you might see me put like little places to write, like I did the other journal. I've already lost the page that was here. That's fine. Whatever. Just trying to protect the cover. If I really wanted to protect the cover, I'd probably like put a binder clip on it so it wouldn't keep falling off. All right, keeping track of my stuff would be good. Let me do that. Get that out of the way. I might do that there. And this just over here. I'm just going to glue. Oh, I've been inking. Yes, we're going to take time to ink because of continuity purposes. I've been doing it, so I'm going to keep doing it. If you don't want to have to ink the whole project, just don't start. Now, one thing I did do from the very beginning is sometimes I go keep a margin, and sometimes I go all the way to the edge. Like on this one, I've gone all the way to the edge. That way, if I don't, the continuity would be that I'm not doing it one way or the other, that I'm doing it a mix. So these, I might actually fold over whatever I have there. Gives, you know, more strength to the pocket and whatever. Oh, you would think I'd put these small pieces on after I figure out the other pieces. No, that would make sense. Why would I do that? This is my eyeball saw first, so this is what's going first. Sometimes that's how it is with me. It's like, you know, sometimes I say I'm an enigma. You can't tell what I'm gonna do. It's just random. I'm going to put that sideways, though, because those words go two different ways. Well, let's take out that paper clip. Yeah, I've got paper clips in here holding pockets, too. And after I glued them, I stuck paper clips on, and that just makes it even more bumpy. Bumpy enough with the pockets, but with the paper clips, whew, super bumpy. Super, super bumpy. So yeah, there's no tutorial for this. This is just me gluing stuff down and playing and feel free to grab a book and tear out the middle of the signatures. Or if it's all glued in, then you can just tear out pages that aren't. So usually, even if it's glued in, I don't know. Go watch Gail and how she used to do her altered books from the Dollar Tree, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Just Gail Augustinelli altered book, and you'll be able to find that. Okay. Since that one's in the middle, this one's going to go down here. Just want to make sure that it's going to cover the part where the pocket hits. And now, I'm going to go ahead and just take some of this. I'm going to pause while I take off the edges. But I will say real quick that if you are wanting to get your ripped edge, instead of going like this, and tearing this way, because then you're not going to get very, you want to start on the smallest part, usually, because then I can keep as much of the paper as possible and hold that down and tear it like that. That's how I do that. If I decide to edit this, then I will probably skip this part. So I'll try not to say anything important. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a little bit of the plain red mixed in with some of the pattern. So I'm just going to rip off a couple of those. And what was the other one that I wanted to use here? I've got some of this, and that does have brown. I think that has some brown and green. Well, okay. Let's see. I really like this. This is, I really like the paper, but it was just, I hadn't been using it. So well, if you saw the last video, you saw what I did. I just made a mess out of it. So I think I'll put this one down here at the bottom, near the bottom. Oh, that's right. I was going to go around the edge. Well, I might keep a border on the bottom and the side and go just on the edge up there. Because like I said, part of the consistency of this is that I'm being inconsistent with how I do that. I know it sounds weird, I'm sure. All right, just need to ink it. Part of the process, the inking. If you're going to ink the whole thing, then that's part of the process, and it does take time, and you just kind of have to decide if that's worth it for you or not. Some people it is, some people it's not. But not having to like figure out the edge here, that's helpful. Just saying. All right, stay up there, lady. All right, do we want red? I think we'll do some red over here, maybe. And ink it. The ink I usually choose is the Archival Coffee. I like the color, and I like that it's permanent, and I won't have to really worry too much about it coming off. You know, once it's on there. All right. So I think you could say I like the red against the neutral there. And I will probably do some of this up here so it's not right next to each other. Let's see, I need to go just down this far, I think, about give or take. You probably hear my husband, he's working from home. Such fun. Is that going to cover it? Yep, it does not leave. He's loud sometimes. I don't think I need it quite that. No, let's go this way maybe. I just need to straighten this side. This side's crooked. This is one of the issues though, is when you start taking off little strips of stuff and it fits, and then next thing you know, you're like, oh, now it's too small. That's a chance you take. That's what the scraps are for. Alright, I don't want that bit showing there. So we will... Oh my goodness. And I have a little, it's crooked, but that's all right. There we go. And I try to line up. I can't see. There we go. Before I push that down, make sure that gets, yes, that's covered, so that's good. So now we have that back piece done. I'm not going to glue this down until I have this strip done, because otherwise I'll be sad. I might do this. I think this will be pretty. No, that's right. I was thinking about doing the blue one there, wasn't I? Either one would be good. This one is a little brighter. I think I'll do this one. Really no big rhyme or reason. Just really wouldn't matter which one I use. They both look good. Now, of course, you could save these little strips and potentially use them somewhere. I'm not. It's just too fiddly for me. It's just too fiddly. That's the same pattern, I just realized. That's okay. We'll focus on the X's on here. This side of this X. And what's funny, even though I use the same stencil, they are different colors. And, oh, okay, it does look a little bit different. This looks more, this is like more of the paint got in there kind of a deal. All right, I'm just gonna ink. And this one I'll put in 2 places as well, because why not? And I don't think it doesn't matter. We're not looking for, I was going to say, I don't think I went as far up on this side as I did this side, but I'm also saying it doesn't have to be perfect. Let it go, lady. Let it go. All right, I have this little square here, which I think we can kind of put there. I want some of that flower to show, though. Yeah, we'll just glue it on there. Oh, we'll ink it first, though, like we do. Kind of regretting the inking, but that's all right. I'll like it better with the inking, I think. You know, nothing saying... Oh, yeah, I was going to say, nothing saying we can't go at an angle, but then I was like, oh, I'm not at an angle. Seemed like I was, but I wasn't. Yeah, the hard part about leaving that margin is you got to, like, remember that it goes all the way across. I have had some places where I've added a little bit of something there. No, I don't want that one. I want the one that has more of a cream kind of a background. It does help if you have a ruler upside right, just saying. That's super helpful. Ink it, just ink it. I like all the ampersands on here. And, you know, once your page starts to get sticky, it's time to let it go, let it go. You fold it in half. Use it as much as you can. Get as much use of that page as you can. I've kind of found, like, on the shinier pages, like the catalogs and stuff, you can kind of get a little bit more out of them. Oh, shoot. All right, we're just gonna... Did I have it? No, I didn't. Okay. Just gonna do a little strip up the side over there. because otherwise I'll have to do something down there, and then it looks like I'm just, you know, filling in places all the time. And I think a piece of that red would be perfect. Not that we're going for perfection. Ooh, it doesn't even have to be that tall, does it? This is not tall enough. That's right over this side. This away. There we go. There we go. There. I better edit this, otherwise you can be like, why is she not talking while she's doing stuff? Because I'm planning on taking that part out. That's why. Might even go a little below on that one. Just go down so it's not lined up perfectly. Kind of cut that there, glue it down, cut across the top so it's straight. And just need a little piece here. Don't really want to do that. I wouldn't mind using some more of that though. I do like that. I got a bigger piece. This is what I do. When I have digitals that I really like to use a lot, especially in collage, I usually like them smaller. So I will print them 2 to a page, 4 to a page, whatever I feel like doing, really. And then you have a couple different sizes, and oops, oh my goodness, it's like I don't even know how to tear paper. I'm not going to worry about that. It's going to get inked anyway. I just need a little bit right here, so I think that will work. Okay, just kind of want to get that ink. All right, I think I can do it here. There's about ink. Okay, so now we have our pockets, and I will ink the top here just so that we could see a little bit better that it was the sides of it. You can, you know, I have the, since I have that border, you can kind of see, but at the top there, it's not so easy to tell. So this one's a little bit more collage than some of my other pages, but that's why I like kind of did some in the middle, the beginning, the end, the middle, so that if I change how I'm doing things, it won't be obvious. It won't be like, oh, I did it this way on all these pages, and then I started to change, and then I changed, because I knew that I was probably going to change some things up a little bit, because that's just how I do. And the one time, I never finished the altered book because I got tired of doing it the way I had started, and because I started it from the front back, I was kind of stuck. That was way back in 2020, because I remember doing that journal when I had COVID. Oh, forgot to do this side. This one has a side too. Just close it, hold it down. It's not art glitter glue, it's Nuvo glue, so you do need a bit of time to get it to glue down. And this side, same thing. Gluing the side, gluing the bottom, gluing as straight as we can. I have been told that if you kind of look where you're going, like look to the end of the line, you'll have a straighter line, if that makes any sense. And then you want your pages straight and all the way out. You just gotta do this and hold it and hope for the best. You know, make sure your pages are lined up each time. And hold that in there. Do we want to do another one? Oh, this one has the things on both sides here. So I'd probably do something similar to what I just did, but maybe this time I'll do fold it over, and maybe this will be flips out to be writing like the other one, and then just kind of do that so they're about the same height. Oh, except for I do want it to go this way, don't I? Because it's going to be a flip out. So I'll do coffee dyed paper in here that can be written on. So it's almost like secret writing space. and decorate the outside here and the back page here. And we just did, this is just a few pages past this one. So we have, oh, that was closer than I thought, but that's okay. So we have that bright with the blue. So I'll try to do something different on these. Something a little different. Do you have this brown and it has some blue in it? That might be fun. Sometimes I wish my computer had a touch screen. That would make my life a little bit easier. No, I did do that too short. I was worried about that. I'm not extremely worried, but, you know, a little concerned that that might have been the case. But that's all right. Anybody know where I just bent that? Right there. Yep, we're doing precision measuring. No, we're not. We're just hitting it with a stick. Because that's just what we do sometimes. I just need this to be at least this long, give or take. And I think I'll just do this one on both sides, so just need to take off a little bit off of here. There we go. Okay, so that will go there. This one can go over here. I really like the variation I got. It's got some blue showing and some dark browns and light browns, and it's kind of cool. So I want some blue. I don't want the same pattern though. Ooh, this has different pattern. It's got blue and green. What do we think about this? That might be cool. That should be good enough. There should be good enough. And this way. Should be good enough. And which way do I want? I could go all the way. I could go. No, I'll keep the border on this side. So then I just need it as tall as these. That's all. Once you have, I mean, you could even do something smart like, I don't know, have a template for the size you need. That's what I usually do, but I usually do more collaging full page like I'm doing now, and not as much for this kind of book, not as much scraps like I did on the last pocket. But it doesn't really matter. I think this one, cut off the bottom. It doesn't have to be perfect. I know it doesn't have to be perfect, but I would like to not have to like start over if I do it too short. I mean, I know I could adjust and add another piece. I know, but I don't want to on this page, so there's that. All right, and inking. Crumbs. I know I said to tear it the other way, but sometimes it's already glued down and you just have to tear the tiny piece. Which means they're all going to be too tall. And now not inked. Whatever. It's fine. Not going to worry too much about it. Yep, that's now. Nope, not going to worry about it. Not stressing out about it. But now we know that might have been too tall. Definitely. Only need to take off the tiniest bit. And then re-ink, because, you know, that's how we roll. Glue burn out. Like a bone folder or your nails or ruler, pen, whatever you have that you can burnish that down. And then probably let the glue dry if it's sticking out before you go gluing that pocket down. I don't want to keep that latitude up there, so just... I could measure once, cut twice, measure twice, cut once, but no, that's not how I roll. That's not how I do things. Oh, and we got the ink on the wrong side. I might have put them on the wrong side. No, that one's fine. Anyway, we'll just ink this side now. It's fine, everything's fine. I did not put the cover on my glue though. Was anybody saying that? Were you worried about my glue drying out? Here. You guys can just hang out and craft along with me. That's what I'm here for. Just for keep you company while you're playing. Ideally. I mean, if you get inspiration and ideas from me too, all the better. But mostly the purpose of my channel is just to hang out with you guys, to give you someone to hang out with while you're crafting and not feel so alone. Right? Right. It's all right. Sorry. All right. You know, one of these is a little bit crooked anyway. So, might be able to fix that a little bit. Make sure that it's fairly straight down there. Normally, I would not do it this way, but because it was tiniest bit, like you probably couldn't even tell it was crooked, but me, I could tell it was tiniest bit crooked, and I was like, I just need to do it that way so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Oh, goodness gracious. There we go. Does it match perfectly? No, it's nice nature colors though, like your browns and greens. Gives you a little bit of a naturey feel. And I know I just put the cover on this, but whatever. Now we go ahead and put these down as pockets. So on the inside here, let's get this because it's sticking up a little bit. Okay, come on. I did. I left the cover off and didn't put it in its little silicone thing. That, or it's either that, or it's getting empty. Come on. There we go. Oh, big glob of glue. Just what we didn't want, but anyway. Didn't want it, but we're getting it. All right. Glue down there. Glue down there. Close your book. I think I started saying at the beginning, you know, I had stuck all those papers in there just to see how much thicker it was going to get. And it gave me an idea that that's why I took out the other 7 pages. Because I could tell it was going to be a little more alligator mouth than I really wanted it to be. I'm not against an alligator mouth, but when it's a hardcover book like this, it's just a little unwieldy. Closing it somewhat and pressing down those glue bits. Did I ink the pocket? No, I didn't. I forgot. Don't hate me. Well, that didn't glue it down yet anyway, so we can go ahead and ink it. Might have to re-glue it, but we can ink it. And if you do forget to do it, you can usually come in pretty easily. Or you can even just put a piece of paper behind it. I mean, most of you already know this, but... And then you can ink it like that if you want to. There's no right or wrong. Okay. Do I need to re-glue you, or are you going to stay? We'll try some paper clips. So that is where I am right now with this book. I will probably finish it and then show you once it's done, unless enough people are like, no, we want to see it all. You don't want to see it all. You just don't. It's unless I do no, just silent with no talking and just kind of fast forward through it, then maybe. But even then, this is the project I do up in my living room while I watch TV. So it's probably not going to happen. But I will do some of the ephemera going into the pockets, and I will do a final flip through of this. And I will probably do some kind of a journal topper There was a little sticker on here. I didn't like the picture, and it just came right off. This is just one of the Hallmark gift books. I got it at the thrift store for like $2. Ugh, getting glue on there. That's not what I wanted to do. If anyone knows how to get glue off the velvety stuff, let me know. And it's already got this little thing in here, which is nice. So I could even put that, you know, wherever I'm working. So I will keep working on this off screen, but I kind of wanted you to see, you know, why I made those pages that I made. I did have some of this kind of stuff, and I'll make sure I use these. This was, a couple months ago, I think I made these for the How Do You Do Art project. These papers, these painty papers. I'll try to link it. If you do want to see what it is, I can try to link it below. Oh, and then these are some pages that I did when I was making the 10-page, the pages that I swapped with Carrie. Those are some, that was one that didn't get used back there. That's the one we just did together. That's the one that I did on my own. That's the one we just did together. All right, and then there's this page. I don't know if I showed you that page or not. So I made me less upset about the black paint that I didn't like when I made this, but because we had some black plaid, it worked perfectly. And that one, I think I took out some, and I started working on these pages and just haven't finished them yet. And then back here we have this double angled pocket and just decorative on this side. And then I'll probably do a pocket on this side. And then there will be some, and then, okay. I've already glued this down. I forgot that I still wanted to do something. It's fine how it is. It's not that big a deal, but that's just the color of the end pages that were in there. So, not bad. Just not what I was planning to do, but kind of goes with that color down there, so it's fine. And I don't like what's happening here with this fold. This kind of, it's folding weird because of how this page was here, but we'll live with it. Either once I cover that, it might be fine, or I'll just do another pocket on this side. Whatever. Anyway, so that's what I've been working on, and I'd like to know what you guys have been working on. Tell me in the comments. I really do enjoy hearing what you guys are working on. I have not sent out the turtle postcards yet, but I will be, and yes, that is international. 4 of the 7 turtle postcards have been claimed. If you watch the turtle, if you watched the turtle, sorry, I got distracted. If you watch the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. So yeah, 4 of the 7 have been claimed. So there's 3 more. You just have to email me. I'm not doing a drawing or anything. I'm just first come, first serves with that. So yeah, hope you guys have a delightful day. Love you. Bye.